to start off my sharing by letting you guys know that I am a couple months back on almost all of this stuff. So I am still in the process of getting my IRB approved. I'm not exactly sure where everybody is in that process, but I did kind of want to just make that known. So this is almost more of my sharing one because I just wasn't sure that I was going to have anything to really share for that one. So yeah, it's a little bit delayed of a process. I'm probably not going to get to the final performance before the summer. So that is a new drawback. Also, just getting people together, right? Getting people, I have plenty of people interested. It's really hard to find a time or a day or a place to do interviews or anything like that, because we all have 2 to 4 jobs, which is the point of my research, right? So I have changed it a little bit. I have a new focus. Sorry guys, I took notes on my phone. It is choreographers, not choreography. So we are doing choreographers within the realm of capitalism, mainly focusing on the last few years. So I don't want to specify it to COVID-19, but I do want to specify it to more recent times, right? And that can be choreographers from all over the place. I've been meeting a lot of people. I'm judging for showstoppers right now. Clearly I'm not, I'm in a hotel. But just going across the nation, there's a choreographer in LA I'm hopefully working with. She's very interested in that. There's also a couple different choreographers that from Nashville, from all over. So I've been able to meet up with some of them, talk with them, explain my research and what we're doing there. Research as far as anything on my part, going to live shows. I saw Alvin Ailey a couple weeks ago in Charleston, incredible. I've also went to Disney today. That was also amazing. But just getting to see true entertainment and capitalism married at Disney, that just gave me a lot of new revelations, a lot of new ways to think about the way that, the scary way, to be honest, that people are bringing in money into the equation of entertainment. They've always done that. They've always done that, but it's different now, especially as an adult, as somebody who can't afford it. And if I had children, I couldn't afford the same opportunities I was given because all of this capitalism has taken over any of the choreography that the average, the working class, however we want to phrase that, what they can afford. And that's just something that really frustrates me, and I want to get to the heart of people's experience with that. New revelations. Democracy doesn't mean capitalism, right? That is something that I was using interchangeably. It's not it at all. Plenty of countries don't have a democracy, but they do have capitalism, and vice versa from that. There are also a couple of pop culture references. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to bring that in. There's a random South Park episode that I want to bring in a few clips from. I don't know where I'm going to put that in all of this, but it is pretty interesting to see these pop culture references, and they're referencing both Broadway and like people spending obscene amounts of money. So I thought that was interesting. The ticket manager at Gaillard Center, he's been a big help for me. I have a couple of interviews that I would like to do with him, and we got to talk in person. They're out in Charleston. They have a grant specifically for dancers and bringing them into Charleston. I'm blanking on what the actual name of it is, but it is a dance initiative, basically, that their board of directors put forth. And so over the next 2 or 3 years, they're going to be bringing in a lot of people. And I want to see why they chose to do that, why they chose to spend the money there. So that's kind of my next place that I'm going to bridge into. Renewed attention in hip hop as it relates to choreography, also as it grows, but even in capitalism, right? It was formed in urban areas, not really necessarily formed by people with a lot of money. Now it's controlled by people with a lot of money, and we're losing some of the authenticity of it. So that's a renewed interest that I've been able to get into. Street hip hop versus contemporary hip hop versus so you think you can dance hip hop versus competition hip hop. I mean, there's obscene amounts of different styles, popping and locking, crumping. I mean, just like everything. And where did those come from? Where did juking come from, right? Anyway, could talk about it forever. I did also, I had a realization. This was a new thing. So dancing flies in the face of capitalism, right? I really like what Akram Khan said about how we are living museums. I kind of took that, and in my mind, it's more for me, we're momentary sculptures. Yeah, we don't have anything that lasts, but we are so very placed, and we know where we are in that, at least in my musical theater world, is momentary sculptures. Capitalists are usually focused on producing something that makes money, right? A sculpture can only make so much money. We enjoy the moment, and they tend to focus on the future, on the next step. And so I just think the fact that dancing flies in the face of capitalism, but it's somehow controlled by capitalism, I don't know what to do with that yet exactly. I'm pretty sure those are all of my notes. Yeah, those are all of my notes for now. So next step would be to get the finalized draft submitted, approved, all of that. And then speak to the ticket manager at the Gilliard Center, and just finalize exactly how we're going to do all of this stuff. Again, I'm a couple months back than most of us, but I just wanted to share where I was. So there we are. Happy International Women's Day, ladies. Hope y'all are doing well, and have a great day.